Explosive news alert. Manchester City faces a Champions League crisis, Real Madrid is on their minds, and Pep Guardiola has a stark message for his stars. Plus, West Ham dealt a blow to City's title hopes, and we've got the inside scoop on Erling Haaland's fitness. And get ready for the predicted lineup for a massive European showdown. Don't miss a second, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Pep Guardiola's ultimatum: stay home if you don't believe. Manchester City is staring down the barrel of Champions League elimination after a tough 3-0 loss to Real Madrid. Pep Guardiola isn't mincing words, telling his players they need to believe they can overcome the deficit, or frankly, they should just stay home. This isn't just about belief. City's recent form has been shaky, with draws against Nottingham Forest and West Ham raising concerns about their consistency and clinical edge. The upcoming second leg at the Etihad Stadium is a monumental task, demanding Guardiola fix a team that's been uncharacteristically wasteful and defensively vulnerable. Guardiola's message is clear: defeatism has no place in his squad. He emphasized that if his highly paid professionals don't believe in their ability to overturn a 3-goal deficit against Real Madrid, they have no business being on the pitch. If they don't believe, that's their problem, Guardiola stated. They're adults, they have good salaries. If they don't believe in that for the Champions League, then go home, stay home. We have to try. What do we have to lose? Statistically, City are the underdogs. Real Madrid has a strong Champions League record against them, and Guardiola himself has a history of struggling to come back from first-leg defeats. Yet Pep remains defiant, stating, "I like my team. I know today modern football is not like that, but still I like it." This second leg is not just about Europe. It's a test of City's character and a crucial moment for their season, with the Carabao Cup final also on the horizon. Can Manchester City find the magic to overcome this deficit? Next, we break down the shocking draw that's put their title defense in jeopardy and what it means for Erling Haaland. City's title hopes falter. 5 things learned from West Ham draw. Manchester City's Premier League title ambitions have taken another significant hit, with a 1-1 draw against West Ham leaving them a daunting 9 points behind leaders Arsenal. The team showed flashes of brilliance, like Bernardo Silva's opening goal, but defensive lapses and a lack of consistent attacking threat cost them dearly. The match at the London Stadium highlighted recurring issues for Pep Guardiola's side. Erling Haaland, despite having chances, appeared out of sorts, a symptom of a larger problem. City's attacking structure struggled to provide him with consistent support. Possession was dominated, but the crucial incision was missing, with passes often going horizontally rather than vertically, allowing West Ham to maintain a solid defensive shape. This sterile possession, coupled with a costly defensive error that led to West Ham's equalizer from a corner, underscores a worrying trend of inconsistency. Fans and analysts alike are questioning City's ability to sustain a title challenge. The draw raised concerns about creativity from central areas and defensive concentration, especially after taking the lead. Guardiola's substitutions brought more urgency, but the fundamental issues remained. The confidence and unshakable dominance that characterize City's play under Guardiola seemed to waver, suggesting the team is in a period of transition rather than peak performance. The question now is whether they can rediscover their winning form in time to make a late push. But is it just the team's form, or is there more to Erling Haaland's recent struggles? We'll get the latest on Haaland's fitness and a candid assessment from Pep Guardiola himself next. Guardiola's candid take: Haaland's fitness and City's creative crisis. Pep Guardiola has offered a characteristically blunt assessment of Erling Haaland's recent form and fitness, shedding light on a deeper tactical issue plaguing Manchester City. Following a crucial 1-1 draw against West Ham that further dented their Premier League title hopes, questions swirl around Haaland's effectiveness and availability, particularly with a massive Champions League tie against Real Madrid looming. When asked about a suspected groin issue Haaland sustained against West Ham, Guardiola quipped, Hopefully his wife will be happy tonight. A response that, while humorous, did little to alleviate concerns about the striker's fitness for the daunting Real Madrid clash. This comes amidst a growing injury list, with key players like John Stones and Savinho already absent. Guardiola's comments also pointedly addressed Haaland's struggles in front of goal, suggesting the problem isn't solely with the striker but with City's ability to create chances for him. "We need his goals, definitely," Guardiola stated, "but we need to create more. And to be involved, we have to create that threat that sometimes we didn't have. But he will be back." Guardiola articulated a problem that has been evident for weeks. City's habit of recycling possession without sufficient penetration is starving their star striker. Haaland is a penalty box predator, reliant on service, and when City's build-up play lacks directness and movement, the supply line dries up. The team dominated the ball against West Ham, but lacked the vertical threat needed to consistently put Haaland in scoring positions. This creative deficiency, coupled with the uncertainty surrounding Haaland's fitness, casts a shadow over City's chances of overcoming a 3-0 deficit against Real Madrid. Can they find the spark to reignite their attack and their talisman? With crucial games ahead, what does the team look like on paper for that massive European night? We've got the predicted starting lineup for Manchester City versus Real Madrid, including who might step up in a must-win scenario. Mission Impossible, predicted Man City lineup versus Real Madrid. Manchester City faces a monumental task as they return home to face Real Madrid, needing to overturn a significant 3-goal deficit in the Champions League. Following a disappointing 1-1 draw against West Ham that all but ended their Premier League title hopes, the Blues must now summon an extraordinary performance to stay alive in Europe. The predicted starting lineup sees Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, despite a recent error, for his crucial penalty save in the first leg. The defense features Matthias Nunes at right back, aiming to provide more attacking threat than in the first leg, with Marc Guéhi and Ruben Dias forming the central defensive pairing and Ryan Aït-Nouri completing the back four. In midfield, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and Nico O'Reilly are expected to dictate the tempo. The attacking trio is where things get interesting. Rayan Cherki is tipped for a start on the right, with the dynamic Jeremy Doku on the left and the talismanic Erling Haaland leading the line, despite his recent form and a suspected groin issue. This lineup aims to balance defensive solidity with the attacking impetus needed to mount a comeback. City is battling an extensive injury list, with Josko Gvardiol, Rico Lewis, and Savinho confirmed absentees, while Haaland and Mateo Kovacic face fitness tests. Real Madrid also has significant absences, including Kylian Mbappé and Jude Bellingham. The pressure is immense, and this predicted XI reflects Guardiola's gamble to inject creativity and attacking threat, hoping to conjure a comeback against a formidable Real Madrid side. Can this lineup deliver the miracle needed at the Etihad? That's all the breaking news for today. Stick around for our lightning round recap and the full call to action. We've got a packed show today. Manchester City faces a Champions League crisis against Real Madrid, their Premier League title hopes are fading after a draw with West Ham, and Pep Guardiola is calling for belief. We broke down Erling Haaland's fitness and the predicted lineup for that massive European clash. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to news for all your breaking updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a story, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content.